Hi everybody, it's me Nancy with Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. How you all doing? So I've been busy doing some crochet along with babysitting and that kind of thing. So I don't know about you, but I bought a bunch of this Hobby Lobby yarn on clearance a few months ago. I bought a few other colors also, but I've been wanting to use it. It really looked pretty. It's like had a lot of colors. I finally bought myself a Swift. I bought the Amish kind and I liked it a lot. And I used 3 of the 4 hanks. I'm pretty sure I have a 5th one. I just can't seem to find it. It's misplaced. I bought it later. Anyway, so I just grabbed 3 of them. I think one was lighter than the other and one was brighter. I should have looked harder at them when I purchased them. But I made this top and it's just like the Which Way Filet blanket that Fiber Spider made, but it's another person that made the tutorial for the top, and she said she used the #1 yarn, but it seems like I did 1,000,000 rows. It took me a while. I don't remember exactly how long. I think it was a week, you know. So here, let me go back this way and you can see what it looks like. It's a little dark in here. I have all the lights on. See? So I think if I would have done anything, I would have added like a couple of rows at the shoulder so that it would have came down just a little bit more. Like, but it looks cute. Or I think she might have made it like a little bit less, and I don't really like my brush straps are sticking out as it is, but it's cute and I like it. See, you can see that it's a little busy. You know, it just, the hanks are so pretty. And then when you cake it up, it looks really different. Hold on, I'll show you. I got a little bit left from one of the hanks. I'm back. So this is how it looked after I caked it up. So I'm curious if any of you use this yarn yet, or any of the other Hobby Lobby hand-dyed yarns that, that we all got on clearance. I think somebody showed me, I think one of the orange ones. The one that has a lot of orange in it, you know. Anyway, I'm going to also show you a shawl that I just finished. So I hope you're all doing good. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. And also, how's it going? Is it getting cold in your neck of the woods? It's still hot as anything here in Florida. But I did, I wore this to church. It is made of wool. And it was pretty comfortable considering. You know, I do get cold there. I mean, I usually like a sleeve, but I guess I could have made some sleeves, but I didn't think it needed it. Okay, I'll be back with my next creation. Hi everybody, it's me again, I'm back. So I just finished this shawl. It's from the CAL, from the Flower Valley Shawl that J-Hook is doing. Supposed to do it over 10 weeks. Basically, you're supposed to finish it by Christmas, around Christmas, and I just don't like to take 10 weeks to do anything unless it really takes me 10 weeks. So she said just don't post the pictures like I'm posting each section, like it says do this, rows this to this, for week 1, for each week you post that amount. So I took pictures of all that, so I'll be posting them as the next week comes up. Anyway. Yeah, but it's supposed to be used, like you're supposed to make it with a 3.5 millimeter hook, I think. But I decided to use a 4 millimeter, and I think that was a bad idea, but it came out really, really big, but still very pretty. Hold on, I want to get some back. So I decided to go with the Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It's a #1 yarn, which scares the living daylight out of me. And I used a Sapphire Blues, so I used almost 2 whole cakes. This is what's left of the second cake. So it really came out bigger than I usually make a shawl, but it's really nice. You can really wrap yourself up in it. So here's like what the yellow one looks like. So it, fades. So it's like long color changes. So this shawl looks good with long color changes. You could still jump in if you want. They're into the 4th week. And if you crochet fast, you could catch up. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to put it on. See. don't think I could get the whole thing in the picture. See the flowers? And there's the border, which is very pretty. Yeah, it'll go like this. The white wall comes in handy. See, oh, that's on the bottom too. So there's 2 rows of these blue flowers. Just happened that the same color came out with the flowers. Let me move back a little. I think I'm going to zoom back out. Move my model. See, it really wraps around it. And let's see, let me just tilt this a little. Sorry. I don't want my phone fell out before. So I'm pleased with it. Anyway, it was actually, I tend to do I tend to follow video tutorials. I don't really do video tutorials, and I don't really design things myself. So, I mean, you never know. Someday maybe I'll have the urge to do that. I'm just too busy. And, you know, I followed the pattern, which had charts with it, and kind of went back and forth between the two. I got confused in a couple of spots, but I figured it out. So, tell me if you ever made this shawl and if you'd want to make it. See? I like how it looks. You do have some front post double crochets when you're on the back side, so you get the little ridges. And, you know, filet crochet and like chain work. There was a couple of spots where I did something I never did before, so I learned things. See? It just came out a lot bigger than I anticipated, but I'm happy with it. Excuse me. Anyway, boy, this is going to be a short video. So I've been trying to avoid buying any more yarn. And I'm thinking about what kind of baby blanket next I want to make for my future grandson, who's due in April. So I already have 2 grandsons, and my youngest son and his wife are expecting. So that's what I want to make next. So I'm talking to her. She's texting me as I'm making this video, because I sent her some pictures of yarns and some blankets that I actually have made already. See if she likes them at all. Anyway, I just need to start something. I finished this. I was on the border, I guess, yesterday morning. I started it the day before. I worked on the border basically on and off 2 days ago, like a good part of the day. I had a little trouble. I got confused. I was having trouble because I don't really read patterns that well, but I'm learning. Anyway, but I got it done, and if I could do it, you could do it. If you could, you know, I followed a few patterns here and there. Another shawl once I did a pattern. I don't remember the name of it though. So I'll put the link to the CAL if you're interested in joining in, or you could. It's a free pattern actually from Sis Love. It's called. You know, the Flower Valley Shawl. So if you're interested in joining the CAL, I think you could still join. You have to listen to her video about it, and that's all. And I'm done with it now because I got baby stuff to make. You know, I just felt like I usually don't do CALs, so I enjoyed doing it, and I'll be posting my pictures each week up to the 10th week around Christmas time. So basically, you have to get it finished by Christmas time. So you should have plenty of time if you want to jump in. I mean, it usually takes me a week to do a fancy, like a more intricate shawl. This took me more like 10 days. Because it was a nice kind of like 5-row border. And then, you know, I used a bigger hook. So I needed more yarn. So it's supposed to take 1,500 yards. But I think mine took, let's see, this has this yarn that I used has 918 yards, or 839 meters, and it's 60% cotton and 40% acrylic, and it feels really nice. I mean, it's perfect for Florida here, because it's not too warm, you know. In the beginning, my first shawl I ever made was like acrylic, and it was kind of heavy looking, and then it didn't look drapey. So, you know, I'm starting to get into using like little thinner yarns. I didn't really like using them in the beginning when I first tried it. Like thin to me was shawl and a ball, which is considered a 4. It's like a light 4. But, you know, I've used a thinner yarn a few times now. And I see I can do it. It just, you know, takes a little more time. And I definitely, if I did that shawl again, I would use a little smaller hook, you know. I think, you know, I think smaller stitches, it would still be drapey in this weight yarn. So, in a number 1 or even a number 2, you know. I think it could be done with a number 2. So, anyway, that's it. That's all I've been doing. And I'm just trying to decide what to do next. I got to go check with my daughter-in-law because we're talking baby blankets, and I have a whole ton of baby yarn that I bought on clearance. And she said she wants neutral colors, and I have so much blues. I have some greens. I'm hoping she'll pick out something that I have already. Oh, we'll figure it out, you know, and then you'll see that next. I did like show some baby hats that I made recently in one of my last videos. And I showed the yarn swift that I purchased so that I could hang up the yarn from the top that I showed you earlier. Anyway, so I hope you're all doing wonderful, and tell me what's on your hook. Tell me if you bought any yarn lately. Tell me if you bought this yarn and if you made anything with it, this type of yarn that was on clearance at Hobby Lobby, or the hand-dyed yarn that I made the top in. And I'll see you as soon as I can. So thanks for coming to visit me, and I hope to be back sooner next time. Because, you know, I just I kind of decided I wanted to show. I have 2 big things finished, so I should have showed you the other one already. But okay, you have a great night. Bye.